My name is Fred van der Burgh. I'm working for Agrodome. Agrodome is a company that is working on bio-based materials and to change the building sector from a fossil industry to a more bio-based, sustainable industry. A remarkable thing is that we often have to explain to wood people that wood is also bio-based, because a lot of people are thinking that bio-based are only biocomposites, but that's not the case, of course. So biocomposites are the new materials at the moment, and they're high tech, so it's very nice to work with it for the industry. But in a lot of cases, you don't need to work with biocomposites. Another important aspect is, of course, the safety and the use of the materials, the applications. There's often a discussion about bio-based materials that you get fire, that you get mold in your buildings, but you have to adapt your design, of course. You have to think about the materials you're using, and when you use it in the right way, there's no problem for fire or molding. Some new developments in the bio-based materials, apart from that it's a lot of traditional good materials, are, for instance, the use of fungi for mycelium blocks, but also to use fungi to protect the wood. There are also very good developments in that direction. So then you use the extreme force of fungi for your benefit. So there's a lot of space on Earth. There's a lot of terrain that you can use for bio-based materials like wood. There are a lot of spaces for reforestation. Recently there was a study done in Africa to see how much space is available for reforestation, and it's an enormous amount. It's about 1.2 billion trees you can plant. Another advantage of reforestation of degraded soils with trees is that you can get value for the grounds. You can get the value of the grounds back. You can do it by good systems, like starting with pioneer vegetations and working on the succession to full-grown forest. An important thing is that you are, when you're growing bio-based materials, you do it in a sustainable way, because otherwise you're not helping the world to get better. And sustainability is an important aspect. It's very well known from the forests, like FSC criteria, where you replant, you keep the system intact by doing it wisely. So you have to skip the normal practice of the hit and run, but you have to do it in a sustainable way. In the discussions about life cycle analysis methods, that would probably, or we think always, that they will be helpful for bio-based materials because they're good for the environment. An important aspect, an important advantage for bio-based materials is, of course, the carbon sequestration that they have during the use. But in most of the calculation methods, the sequestration of carbon is not counted, and that's a political choice. On European scale, where the methods are defined, like the EN 15804, for instance, for building components, the lobby of non-bio-based companies has caused that the carbon sequestration is not counted for. because it's an advantage for the bio-waste materials and not for their materials.